Hello everybody, this is JerTheGeek, and in this video I will be doing my review of the iPhone 5S. It may be over a year old, but don't count the iPhone 5S out. It is still available to buy directly from Apple and still runs iOS 8 without any problems. So if you're thinking about buying this phone or trying to decide if you want to get the 5S rather than the 6, here is everything that you need to know. First off, let's take a look at the design of the iPhone 5S. By far, this is Apple's most beautifully designed iPhone. It feels light and comfortable in the hands and is fairly thin. I have the gold model here. It is also available in space gray or silver. On the top of the phone, we have the sleep awake button. At the bottom, we have the headphone jack, lightning/charging port, mono speaker, and microphone. On the left side is the mute switch and the volume buttons. To the right, we have the SIM card slot. The glass windows on the top and bottom of the back in a nice contrast to the colored aluminum. The chamfered edges are a nice design touch, as is the colored ring around the Touch ID fingerprint sensor. Even the volume buttons are beautifully crafted. The 5S just feels like an insanely premium product, and the overall compact size of the device makes an already superb design even better. While the aluminum glass design of the 5S is beautiful, the screen is quite beautiful as well. It measures 4 inches diagonally and is 1136 pixels by 640 pixels at 326 ppi. Apple calls it a retina display because the eye cannot determine individual pixels at a normal viewing distance. The screen definitely does live up to this. Colors are vivid, pictures and HD video look excellent, and text is quite sharp. It's everything you would expect from a modern smartphone display. But what good is an excellent design and screen if they don't have a powerful chipset beneath? Don't worry, the 5S has plenty of speed. Equipped with an A7 64-bit processor, this phone has desktop-level power. Animations are smooth and fluid, opening apps is super quick, and games run great. Everything on the phone, even after being updated to iOS 8, works quickly and smoothly. You can be confident that the 5S will be able to handle just about anything you throw at it. For many of us, our smartphones are the only cameras we own, and so we want them to be good quality. The 5S has you covered. It is easily still one of the best smartphone cameras available. On the back, there is an 8-megapixel sensor. Outdoor shots are bright and colorful, and indoor shots come out pretty good as well, particularly with the help of auto image stabilization. There is a True Tone flash on the back that combines 2 different colors, and based on the scene, adjusts these colors to provide a more natural looking shot. Video is shot in 1080p and looks great. The 5S also has 2 fun modes, slow-mo video and burst mode. Slow-mo video is shot at 120 FPS and is quite impressive. Burst mode allows you to capture still shots of action scenes with pretty cool results. On the front, there is a 1.2 megapixel camera that takes decent selfies and also records 720p video. Overall, the 5S's camera is outstanding, and if you use your smartphone as your only camera, this iPhone can easily do that. The home button on the iPhone 5S is more than just a button. It is also the Touch ID fingerprint sensor. With just a quick resting of your finger on the button, you can unlock your iPhone, as well as pay for iTunes or App Store purchases. Many apps also take advantage of Touch ID. From someone who entered a passcode to unlock their iPhone for over a year, this feature is extremely convenient. It isn't perfect, there are times when it doesn't recognize by print, but overall I'd say it works 90% of the time, and it is a super useful feature. Battery life is one area that is somewhat of a negative. Being that the 5S is a smaller phone, the battery is smaller, resulting in less battery life. My results have been sort of mixed. Keep in mind though that I do have a Pebble Watch connected via Bluetooth. I usually get around 5 hours of usage from a charge. A few times I have gotten over 6 hours of usage, but if I'm on Safari constantly and mostly on LTE, then the usage drops to only around 4 hours. However, this is to be expected for constant Safari use. Again, my results might not be normal. Also, remember when I say usage, I mean times that the phone is actually being used, either doing background tasks while the screen is off, or doing things when the screen is on. You may be able to get 7 or even 8 hours of usage, depending on what you do. As long as you don't use your phone constantly or do a ton of heavy tasks, you should be able to get through a full day on a single charge. Keep in mind, though, the battery isn't perfect. Now, let's take a look at software. The iPhone 5S runs iOS 8. The iOS 8 update has been out for a while now, and provides many new features and helpful tweaks. Overall, iOS is very simple and easy to learn, yet it still is quite powerful and is everything you could possibly need. It includes basic apps such as Mail, Messages, and Safari, as well as other useful apps such as Weather, Calendar, Clock, Calculator, etc. Siri is a super helpful voice assistant, and it's quite snappy on the 5S. With an app store containing hundreds of thousands of apps and the iTunes Store with a huge selection of media, iOS provides the most robust source of digital content. In general, iOS is easy to use, secure, and reliable, and it runs excellent on the iPhone 5S. For me, the best thing about the iPhone 5S is the compact, easily one-handed form factor. It slips easily into any pocket, and you can hold it in one hand and use it with your thumb. To me, a smartphone should be a device that is small and compact enough to go anywhere with you, while still providing a vivid viewing experience. It's a device that you can easily use one-handed without having to think twice. The iPhone 5S is all of this, and it provides a smooth, snappy iOS 8 experience, along with awesome features like Touch ID and an outstanding camera. If you want a big screen, look to the 6 or 6 Plus. But if you're like me and want a smartphone that favors ease of use over a large screen, get the 5S. It may be a year old, but it still feels like a modern, relevant phone, and that's because it is. The iPhone 5S is everything you'd expect from an iPhone, all in a perfectly compact and comfortable size. That is why it's my absolute favorite smartphone right now. This has been my review of the Apple iPhone 5S. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking the annotation at the end of the video if you're on the desktop site, or by clicking the link in the description if you're on mobile. Thanks again for supporting the channel, God bless, and have an epic rest of your day.